Hello again, YouTube. This is Kelly Love in Cincinnati, Ohio, Zone 6. And I'm just showing a little bit of my orange left from my tiger eyes. So mad, it is so pretty, and I hate it's falling, but it is so pretty with that orange on there. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's gonna be gone in a minute. Wind's blowing them up. It was gorgeous the other day. And one day when I finally get my computer and I sit down and do some editing, I'll be making some videos to show different pictures of different things happening in my yard to add to some of my footage. I'm just showing some stuff. This is kind of like my video diary. I just did a video on how to overwinter your banana trees, and I cut my head off. But you can see everything that I needed to do, so it's done. I gave a quick demonstration of what to do to keep your banana trees warm all winter long. This is a hibiscus. I think this is just considered a hardy hibiscus, but I don't really know which variety, because when I got this, it didn't have any name or anything on the pot. But I know it's hardy because this thing is still blooming and it's freezing out here. So anyway, I got plenty of weeds, and I'm not worried about the weeds right now. I'll get those later. Right now, I'm just trying to get some warm weather things in my greenhouse. Working on fixing my greenhouse. And this is last right here. So, I ain't worried about this. I've done so much work, I'm kind of pooped out. So right now, got some things here that I'm going to use to decorate a little rock garden in a church that I've been helping pass food out for. They give out food every Tuesday, so I kind of go with my truck and I go give it away to people, and just something to do. Kind of putting in a little work out here, doing some volunteering. So anyway, that's some things that I purchased with some donations that we received to get some decorations in their yard. My auntie is also helping me, so she has some things too. We're gonna go shop for some more stuff and fix that area up this weekend, and I think I may do a video on that. So anyway, that's some pieces for the church. This here, I grabbed some wood from my aunt's house, and it's pretty old, so it should burn well. And I got these here so I can get them in the back. But I threw them out my truck last night because my aunt waited late to tell me somebody was giving away some free things. So I wound up just slinging them out of the truck, and that's where they landed, to go to Dairy Queen to pick up these used benches that I am going to sand down. I'm going to reinforce with any additional boards I may need to brace it, some more screws or nails to make sure it's sturdy. It's not too bad. It just needs a little reinforcement. And I'm going to paint them. I have some deck paint left over, so they'll probably all be black. Now I could possibly draw some colorful designs, but it's just going to be simple. And I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait till spring, but I need to wait for my brother and my nephew, his stepson, to get off work so they can come help me carry these to the back. My husband's not able to do all the heavy lifting he used to do at this time, so he won't really be doing anything. So I gotta wait on my brother, get these to the back. I'm going to use these around my fire pit in my garden area, and I'm gonna head to the back and show you that. Here's a quick little peek at my stuff in the front here real quick before I go to the back. My hydrangea, the blooms got huge and it drooped the branches, but it still came out great. And I like this little setup here. I love the colors right there, how that turned out. It's doing pretty good. And we're going to the back now. Another view of my benches here. This is temporary setup here. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. Actually, some of this is gonna be sidewalk. Like, there's sidewalk there in front of my porch. So along that line on the driveway, I'm just gonna bring that here down to the end of this, and then finish it on out that way along this black piece that I have on the ground here. Weed barrier I put down just to keep the weeds from coming up. It did pretty good too. It worked well. I can't remember. I think I got this from Home Depot. I'm not exactly sure. I think I did, and I think this is that, whatever their professional role is, or number 3 or whatever it is. I don't remember. I'll have to try to remember to write these things down and maybe put them in some links. But right now, I'm trying to stay focused on working on what I need to clean up, get things organized. So my plants are drying up, dying out, but I'm gonna leave them alone for now. I may cut those hydrangea heads off soon, but I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna wait till all of them are all the way dried out and then cut them off. My greenhouse here, I was working on the door. Still got work to do because my husband can't really hold this the way I need him to. So I need to finish, see how this, all I gotta do is just pull that over because there's no board across the bottom yet. I was just trying to see how high I needed to get it off the ground. Doing it the bootleg way because I'm not a carpenter. I'm just winging it, putting this whole thing together. We just been winging it. It's been coming along though. So I'm gonna try to get the holes pre-drilled in this because we can't get anything in here. So right now it's just kind of hanging on. And I just have it there propped there until we get to it. I think we're gonna work on that today. So I have a piece of wood on the ground to sitting on because I wanted to have a little space up under it. So if I had to dig the dirt on, at least this side I could dig it down a little bit. And I can always put an actual board there or some piece of paver or something right there. So I gotta get the holes pre-drilled to get my screws in. The hinges, of course, are screwed into the frame, but I still haven't done the bottom piece of the door. So basically it's gonna be like a Dutch door. I wanted 2 pieces, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the top yet. I'm kind of probably gonna do that next spring because right now it's getting cold and I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna keep it covered. And right now it's just kind of temporarily tacked a certain way, but I think I'm gonna get some Velcro strips and put it around the plastic to keep that down this winter until I finish fixing on it next spring. And then when I get those holes drilled, then I'll come over here and I'll pull that over like it should be and put the board across the back of this on the inside and go ahead and screw it in at the bottom, and this should be pretty good. These are my giant pots. I had some arrangements in, but I took them out and I put brand new dirt in since it's been cold a couple weeks ago, so I could plant some things in here. I'm not sure what yet. I could do some carrots or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Sometimes I just do things. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. As far as planning things, I just kind of look at what's going on out here and I just decide, make a last minute decision or just a random impromptu thing. I just do it. So did my video on my banana trees and I showed a few different things. I didn't show my face. Some of my face was in the video, but I did it myself. And I didn't realize how tall I was. So you can see my face some of the time and some of the time you can't, but the point was the banana tree information. So I got the point across, and I'll just be kind of a mystery off and on during the video. It'll get better in time. It'll get better in time. Right now, I got to get these bananas over to my compost bin, chop them up, and get them in there and cover them up with some more dirt. Right now, it's all here because hubby and I may be popping off to the store in a little bit, so I'm not going to start anything just yet. Right now, I'm just looking at, those are my greens. That's my bootleg setup for now until I actually get some raised beds where I can do this a little better, but temporarily this is what it's going to be. All those are pots of greens. This here is a row of lavender. I just did that last week just to tidy up this garden area a little bit, give it a little definition. What I'm going to do back here is those benches that I just showed you, they're going to come back here, and I have this fire pit back here I'm going to be using. So what I'm going to do, got greenhouse here, and then back here, right in this area here, right in here, I'm going to put a bench in here, and then another bench across this area, and the fire pit's going to be in here some kind of way, in a good, a good length away from the benches so we don't burn up. But so I can sit out here with my friends and family, just kind of do a little bonfire here and do some hot dogs. And they like s'mores. I'm not a s'mores person, but I'll roast some hot dogs, get some hot chocolate and things like that. So my plan is out here is once I can remove that, it's going to be raised bed, raised bed, raised bed behind that row there, raised beds. So it's probably gonna maybe be about three raised beds. I don't know that I want them all 8 feet long. I may or may not, but they're only gonna be maybe, of course, no more than 4 feet wide. So probably out this way and leave a little space, because my property actually goes a little further over. I just moved the rope over to just give my neighbors room to come through with something, whatever they may need to, but I didn't give them the land. Of course, it's my husband and I's home, but I still have a little room over there. So anyway, I may put a temporary fence here, and I'm gonna do some beds. So it's probably gonna maybe be about three, I think probably three raised beds here. So I'll probably do one here, leave a little space for a wheelbarrow, put one in here, leave a little space for a wheelbarrow, and put another one over here, and probably a couple rows of that, and some probably random shaped ones, or even some type of pots or bags, I don't know, but I'm gonna have a bunch of them in here because I want to grow a whole lot more than I did this past warm weather season. And I'm gonna move this grass. I need to move this grass further over so that I have room for my raised bed. So that grass there is gonna come about right in here, probably right in here, right in that area there. So then it's gonna be nothing but raised beds in there. Save a little space in there for my bench here and there, and my fire pit. And then over here, I got the picnic bench. Don't have a clue what I'm doing with those pallets. I'm probably gonna figure it out. When I need them, they'll be there. Compost bin back there, and I got a bunch of wire fencing, that wire mesh for fencing back here, so I'll probably do a temporary fence along here so that I can keep the kitties in the yard over there from coming into my yard. And I don't know, we thought about a privacy fence, but right now it's not in the budget. So right now we're just doing the yard the way I usually do. And back here, I'm gonna add more rocks. I'm gonna pile those up higher and separate this little area from those rocks. But I'm also gonna put a bench here too, since I have 3 of the blue. I'm gonna put a bench in there because I plan to put an arbor here, and where I'm standing, let me walk out. So arbor there, bench and arbor here, and then some type of nice flowers later on next spring, and then an arbor here. I'm gonna do an arbor in this area, and my benches there and there, fire pit. So slowly cleaning this up, because it's very possible the day before my family reunion coming up in 2023, I want to have enough areas out here for my family to sit and enjoy the yard. I want to make it really nice, but I also need it that way for myself, so I can sit out here and enjoy the view when everything is in bloom and looking great. It's going to keep evolving, and right now just wanted to kind of give you a look at what's going on, because it's going to get better in time. Random pot sitting there, I just moved it from this little corner. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I probably just yank those flowers out and empty it to grow something in, and be cleaning all those things up. I kind of like this park setting look back here, so I just want to have some nice seating back here. And later today I'm gonna come back and get all the wood from the front that I threw on the driveway and cut it up and pile it in there for now, and then attempt to move that grass in this area over here. Those boxes are there because I'm going to use that to kind of help suppress some of the weeds. So I got more cardboard in the garage I'm going to put down out here and wet it down, and drop dirt and stuff and mulch over it to help keep these weeds down. And right now that's all that's going on. It's chilly out, and it's kind of nice. It's pretty with all the leaves, and once the leaves go, I'm not gonna be all that happy because I love to see the colors on the trees in the fall. As long as I get some sunshine, I'll be okay. But it's beautiful. I love the colors of the trees. So, thinking of adding some pots along the sides of this greenhouse, but until I get it all the way secure, that plastic down like I need it, I'm gonna hold on because I gotta see how I'm arranging, but I want to leave room along the side of this. I probably have enough for some decent sized pots over here on the side of it, because the walkway is going to be about in there. So yeah, that'll be okay, because I'm gonna bring it around here, and then of course it's also going to connect to that and across the front. So I did get this side bed bricked up. Before it was just dirt and looking a hot mess when I took the bananas out, but I cleaned it up and I put the bricks down. Looks a lot nicer. I'm gonna create a little garden right in here. Probably brick that around that too. Put something right here, and then right here in the front, I want to have something sitting there. I want to have some pretty arrangements, including edible. I want a lot of edibles in these pots. And what I'm gonna do, since, let's see, deck and here, so inside the fence line, which is gonna go over there, I have that white bench in the front that I'm gonna kind of sit right here. And once I paint it, it'll be nicer, and I'll probably put some pots on the sides of that with flowers and things, and have some place to sit when I come out of here with all the crap that I'm gonna be carrying, and take a breath and take a little seat right here once I get my little bench here. And that pot is extra lavender. I'm gonna have to get that potted up, but I need more dirt, so I gotta get to the store and get some dirt. Those pots, they had arrangements as have been seen in other videos. I'll redo that again, but I think I'm not gonna have the pots there. I believe that I am going to plant in the ground in that strip there alongside that arborvitae, and leave a little room in this walkway. So I don't want to jam it up too bad, but right along where they are, I'm going to plant in the ground. Probably hydrangeas, maybe in the front, some other type of something, not sure. But as I run into plants and I get an idea, I just do it. So everything is not always planned ahead. I just kind of look at my yard and I just visualize things, and then I just do it. So next year, it's going to be a lot nicer than it was this year. And it gets better and better every year. What I got? Oh, I got some lettuce and some other greens growing up here. I got plenty of lettuce in the house in the refrigerator we've been eating on. So I got some spinach in the house I plucked off of here. Lettuce, greens in there, the raised bed, and lettuce. And I need to take some more of this out. Next time I'm gonna get some long trays or something to put the lettuce in, or a couple of these to put them in, so I can put them in some nice neat rows, like a row there and a row here, because these I just kind of threw the seeds in around the pot, and it's like so much lettuce in there, but we're still eating on it. And I tried to thin this out a little bit. So right now I'm working on moving these things off the deck so I can clean this up here too, and not have so much junk thrown up here. And back here, this is like the plant nursery. I need to clean up back here too. Not sure what I'm gonna do, because right now I'm kind of winding down. Just gonna focus on some of the stuff I need to plant through winter, and things that I'm gonna prepare for come the end of December. I'll probably start certain things that I can plant, like some type of nice flowers that I want to have a nice size when the weather gets warm. So I'll probably plant them in some milk jugs inside the greenhouse, and I'm gonna get it together. So this is my yard. Today is what, October 20th, 2022, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Zone 6. I am in Springfield Township, actually, and my neighbors are out in their yard getting their last little harvest and pulling plants out to take them inside. They got a lot of their buckets and stuff in already, and they grow a lot of things. They grow mainly a lot of peppers and stuff over there. And over here, and I have a lot bigger yard than they do, so I let them sit in that picnic bench back there. And the neighbors always tell me how much they love looking at my yard when everything is looking great. So I got 4 new trees there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's a little ratty, but I'm gonna let him go. So these are all doing okay. Can't wait to see them grow up. And I'm gonna add, oh, this too. I'm gonna add more rocks there, pile that up, just separation between this area and the garden. So I'm gonna keep piling it up with rocks as I get them. Rocks that are similar to it. This side is more round, and this side is kind of like jagged, flat. So I'm gonna pile those up to separate it and keep that edge real good. And I have pine bark in there. I only put a few bags, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep putting the pine bark in there. And that ground I'm not so concerned about the moisture because it is always moist, but it drains well. So the pine bark can still work great back there. Pine bark is not always the greatest for keeping the moisture down, but it looks nice, so I'm gonna keep that there. And then this side over here was the cypress. I like the cypress over here, so I'm gonna get more cypress. I used it on my video for my bananas too, so I'm gonna put some cypress in there next time. And hopefully by the time I make another video concerning this yard in the spring, it'll be super, super beautiful, and I cannot wait. And I can't wait to show you. So anyway, I'm gonna end this, and I want you all to enjoy gardening. I want you to learn as much as you can because it is so rewarding, especially when you grow food and you feed yourself. It is such an awesome feeling. So anyway, you all have a wonderful day. Be blessed. See you later. Bye-bye.